So this can be sort of a really tricky thing to deal with if you don't want people to know you've had weight loss surgery, because people will ask. So a couple of things about people asking. First of all, it's really, 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 really annoying. But I sort of find that people who asked what I'd done came in two camps. One group of people really annoyed me and the other didn't. One group of people had NBS, nosy syndrome, and the other group of people were people who were big and also struggling with their weight and were genuinely reaching out, and that didn't bother me. But I found that really difficult because those people were begging for help and I was afraid to tell them because I didn't want gossip and running around. I wanted to either tell no one or tell everyone. So the only people that knew for a long time were my very close friends and my family. And then I sort of just went public in one fell swoop and told everyone because I sort of felt I couldn't keep it a secret any longer because there were too many people messaging me on Facebook just sort of asking me, Liz, please can you tell me what you did because I'm really struggling, I'm in a bad place. So I told everyone, but when I was keeping it a secret, this is what I did. So people would ask me, what are you doing? You look fantastic. I just kept myself busy because it usually happened at work. And I would just go, I'm just eating less and moving more. And I'd move on or change the topic or laugh it off or whatever. And that was the end of it. Because I don't think it's appropriate to lie and say you're doing another eating plan like, I'm doing Slimming World or Atkins, whatever, because people could go and pump money into that and time into that and effort into that and then expect to get the same results you did and not. And that's heartbreaking because we have all been there with diets and all of that. That's a whole different video. But yeah, it's not appropriate to lie. But if you don't want to tell the truth because your medical history is your own business, then you're entitled to that privacy. And if you also don't feel comfortable confronting someone and saying, oh, look, I don't feel comfortable talking about my weight loss, you're also entitled to sort of tell a little white lie. And my white lie was eating less and moving more because technically it's not a lie. That is what I was doing. I was exercising more, like not exercising, but walking around the park and trying to be more like generally active. And I was eating less because my stomach was the size of a banana. So it wasn't a total lie. It was sort of the nicest lie that I could find that made me the most comfortable, and the other person didn't ask any more questions but also didn't really get any information. So yeah, that's my advice on that.